Hi, I'm Fran Fraschilla from ESPN. You're watching an ESPN video blog. Well, we've been talking about the FIBA World Championships, which start August 28th, and in 24 countries will be represented, including obviously the United States and some great teams like Argentina, Spain, Greece. Brazil will be very good. I want to talk to you a little bit about FIBA rules today as they compare to the NBA. One thing, there's been a concerted effort on the part of the NBA and the FIBA governing body to bring the rules closer together. But as you watch the World Championships, here are some things that I think you need to keep in mind. Shorter three-point line by almost 3 feet. The NBA line is 23.9. The FIBA line is considerably shorter. FIBA is still playing with the trapezoid lane versus the NBA's rectangular lane, but that will change October 1st. The three-point line will be lengthened. The FIBA lane will become the NBA lane, no more trapezoid. Right now, there is no semicircle in FIBA basketball for the block charge like there is in the NBA, but that's going to go into effect on October 1st as well. Other differences in FIBA rules versus the NBA, you know, when that ball goes on the rim, the defensive team is allowed to swat it off. There's no goaltending in FIBA basketball. Also, the game is shorter, 4 10-minute quarters versus 4 12-minute quarters. Another rule, 5 fouls and you're out, instead of the 6 in the NBA. So these are some things to keep in mind. Zone defense is legal in FIBA basketball, whereas we call it a zone in the NBA, but you cannot have a defensive player in the lane for more than 2.9 seconds. So it's not really the kind of zone we think about when we think about college basketball and FIBA rules. The bonus goes into effect at the 5th foul of a quarter, as opposed to the 6th. And also, there are fewer timeouts in FIBA basketball, 2 in the first half, 3 in the second half. In FIBA basketball, when you call a timeout in the last 2 minutes of a game, you can inbound the ball to half court. In the NBA, you can inbound it all the way up to your own three-point line, and that's another rule change that FIBA is going to make come October 1st. So there are definite differences in the rules, and that's made for a tricky proposition in the past for United States national teams with which to adjust to. I think in recent years we've done a much better job of adjusting the FIBA rules. And keep this in mind, we're not only the current Olympic champions, but we're the current world champions in under-19 basketball and under-17 basketball. So we are learning how to play the international game. The arrogance is gone as far as the United States dominating tournaments like we did for so many years. There's more of a healthy respect. And one of the things that you must respect if you're going to have success in international basketball is the differences in the rules. So keep that in mind when you're watching World Championship basketball on ESPN.